Woodle Tree 2 is an open-world 3D platformer collectathon, and honestly may be the most open-world 3D platformer collectathon. It is a game which invites and encourages pure curiosity, setting you loose on a comically expansive landscape with a simple skill-based moveset and daring you to get lost. And goodness gracious did I ever get lost. This is a sandbox of surreal shapes and deceptively complex geometry, where behind every corner is a bauble or three. From the moment I turned it on, I fell into an incredible trance. Most games are concerned with being seen. They want every player, or at least as many as possible, to experience all of their content. Woodle Tree 2 is unburdened by such concerns, and so it's free to be a proper exploratory experience. If a set piece or collectible catches your eye, you can sprint for it, then another and another and another, chasing the ever-unfolding horizon. Maybe the critical path is around here somewhere, maybe not, but does it matter? I wandered into a labyrinth at the end of which rested a sacred flower trapped in eternal slumber. I found a bleak and blackened cliffside run wild with ghastly figures. I flew over a sea of red plateaus in an endless desert, all of my own accord, without any prompting or prodding, and in each area rested something new to see, do, or feel. Through its minimalism, hands-off design, and sheer scale, Woodle Tree 2 is deeply evocative. I would be remiss not to mention the more traditional design aspects as well, which are numerous. You've got a sprint, jump, double jump, glide, and wall jump, all of which can be chained into one another for immense vertical or horizontal coverage. This moveset is simple but shockingly expansive, easily allowing for creative skips and tricks. Much like the level design, if you approach the platforming with a curious heart, you'll find a wealth of depth. I can't count the number of times I saw some ridiculously high perch or distant peak with a single collectible and finagled my way at just the right angle to attain my prize. Then I would promptly get distracted again by whatever other quirky or charming blob became visible on the skyline. If there is a flaw in Woodle 2's wonderful world design, it's the tedious tutorial. Before you're given full reign of the game's gorgeously abstract landscape, you've got to waddle your way through walls of text and tooltips. You aren't even allowed to skip out or wander around because the game aggressively jerks you back on track. This entire exercise is antithetical to the title's open nature and so feels violently inappropriate. And while we're discussing the game's faults, there are a fair few technical hiccups like pop-in and wildly inconsistent frame rates. But those are irrelevant in my mind. Sure, Woodle Tree 2 may not say a whole lot, and it lacks the approachable structure of its brethren, but it maintains exploration, interactivity, and player agency as its foremost concerns. To many folks, the game may appear a stuttery and formless mass, but I personally find it shamelessly wholesome.